at the end of the time
I
period. I was like,
did
yeah.
that too, except I did it with all dairy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I meant all dairy. So went without it for, I was like 13, 14 months and came back and was like, fuck my life.
Yeah.
We're back. Fuck my life, indeed. Shall we just jump into it?
Sure.
Let's do it.
So,
Oh man, I can't derail it.
no,
Not for the final hour, damn it, Krendor.
No. You'll have an opportunity.
Okay.
In game.
Okay.
Oh God, sorry. I'm gonna derail for a second. We're gonna have
Hell yeah.
420 become a food connoisseur and just sit there and eat different things. And that way,
Tastes like motor oil.
all right.
Does he even have like tasting sensories?
He doesn't even have a hole to put food in.
Yeah.
What?
It opens his chest cavity. And, all right, we're derailing. So one of the important things to know about the Snivian peoples and their culture is what they care about more than anything else is how artistic they are, like the things that they love. And when they come to the winter time, technology has made it so if they really wanted to, and like genetics and genetic manipulation, everything, if they really wanted to, they can spend these long winters up on their planet and whatnot. It's easy for them to pull it off. Other planets have done it before. Other species have done it before. However, they enjoy this. This is a reclusive time where they get to go down and stay down there and really tap into their most artistic attributes and just kind of like become who they need to become to put forth the best things that they can. And this is like almost seems is a very strong cultural thing. Not everybody, of course, but almost all of them. So that being said, when you go back down there and they let you pass through, that they tell you like, you know, you will be questioned again later on and stuff like that. When they let you pass through and you go walking into the area, you see people moving by, you go into like the more crowded areas and you see where people are walking. As you're going along, you'll notice that these tunnels down here are designed very, very well, like you would imagine in any underground city or society. There's, you know, areas where it's shopping, there's areas where there's living, there's areas, you know, for like sporting events and whatever it is that people enjoy. However, along every tunnel, there's little side pockets, like little just random rooms where people can go in there and there's just sitting there areas with like data pads that are kind of like locked in. You can go and just write. Or you can kind of like I've come up with an idea and you can go and start writing. Or you can go into an area where you see there's just people just sculpting. And this is right in public areas just off to the side. Because if you all of a suddenly as an artist, the urge hits you, the desire hits you, you're like, I found my muse. I need to make this happen now. They want to make
land for Werbo.
They wanted to provide for you that you can make this happen. Actually, to Werbo's benefit, because of the fact that they are sculptors and stuff like that, because they love making things beautiful, they're not very tall, but that doesn't mean that they made all their little tunnels tiny so that it's going to be uncomfortable for the big Wookiee. Now,
It's like David Lynch.
They actually big and beautiful archways. Every tunnel themselves, every one of the tunnels is ornate and beautiful in one way or another. So whether it just be like a flat stone with carvings put into it, or something with paintings and murals along it, or something that was like just it in its architecture itself is just this beautiful archways or whatever the case may be. Everywhere that you go, you feel the presence of this artistic nature of theirs that has evolved over the course of thousands of years. So they've worked on this. It's not like, oh, they came up to this conclusion 10 years ago, right?
Right.
That's how what you feel as you're walking through the place. Where are you going? Who are you looking for? After meandering for a while, even a couple of hours, just trying to like take the place in, and there are little areas like hubs, like you are here, you know, and how it is to get best to other locations. You know, for outsiders. Where are you? What are you trying to do?
Oh man, I just wander for a while, but there's nowhere in particular I need to go. I know they're not here. I hope they didn't die. But I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm just gonna find a place and just kind of hunker down and just fucking wait. I'm not one to go find a bar or anything because I don't want to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
So I just find a spot and maybe go into one of these little hovel holes. People are doing like artsy stuff, and I just sit down.
And just kind of like watch people do whatever work that they're
Be a really
doing.
weird dude watching people do art.
Awesome. Well, one of the hovels that you
Nice.
potentially could have gone into.
Yeah, whisper. That's some sweet art you got
Oh,
there.
I like your art.
Some goddamn good art you got right there. How much you want for it?
I was going to suggest something a little less creepy, but you know what? Let's have mouth breathing fits in there.
Hey, sir.
What was that, Jesse?
I don't think I'm just that character.
That's some very good art, sir.
I'm not okay with this, sir.
So, are you just looking to kill time until your friends arrive?
Yep.
Days pass.
Oh God.
Days pass before they arrive. So Fitz finds himself a place to hold. Does he have much money on him?
No. I have 18 credits.
Fitz finds his way back to the ship
I spend it on the ship.
and leaves it off, but like the living stuff, the whatever it's called, left on so it can keep the heater going. And even with that thing trying to keep the ship warm, that ship's cold. You know what I mean? Like it's designed to fight against the vacuum of space and everything. So, but because you don't want to burn fuel, you don't know how long you're going to be here and all that stuff. You leave the ship at a colder temperature to get by. You wear your.
Wait, so you're just living in the ship?
Yeah, I'm living in the ship right now.
Oh, God.
He's a hobo.
Space
He's
hobo.
a space hobo.
There's good news. There's good news. There's a bright side to this. You made a fucking mess. At least you can start cleaning up your stuff and putting it where it's supposed to be and reorganizing it. So that's what you do.
Oh shit! Is there a movie or book called like Space Hobo?
It has to be.
There's gotta be.
Might be.
I want to
There's
read it or
gotta
watch
be,
it.
right?
I'll Google it. Go for
I
it.
gotta watch it. That's great.
So moving on. So you guys are making your way to the making your way there, trying to find it as quickly as you can. When finally you arrive at the you pull out of hyperspace. You're in the sector, but you're like on the far side of it, and you have to sublight speed, make your way all the way over there. Time passes. Finally, you make your way over to the ship. To the planet, and you start landing in. And much like all the other times, to find a good, accurate place to land, you flip on the comms and you start calling out to make sure that you can find a safe place to land. The whole place is frozen over, and most of the comm signals are dead. However,
Sorry, we're like looking. There's actually a Hobo 5 Space Brawl game also. Like,
Stoner train.
what?
I want to say, oh my god, that's amazing.
I love that guy.
Stoner
That's
Tree.
Fitz after 50 years of waiting for us.
Hobo
Just, still waiting.
feel like the big H.
I'm assuming if they're orbiting, I would pick up the signal.
They're sending that out there. They notice that all of a sudden nobody's responding, but then you notice that your comm signal is blinking.
I
And
will
you go-
run over to it.
And it's 420 looking for authorization
yes.
to land. 420.
Hey, I want to land here.
Hey, I want to land here.
Hey, what am I
We're like, oh, and you just hear like a panic Fritz over the comm, like, 420, that's you. Oh, thank God you're here. I've been here for days. Where have you guys been?
Why are you here?
What do you mean? Why am I here? That's where I'm supposed to be.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just home in on my signal and take one of the landing pads here.
Roger, Roger.
Hey, I'm landing here.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. So same exact difficulty as it was before, except unlike last time, when you go to go land the ship, because I'm a jerk, I'm going to use the dark side point.
Why?
You got this, Krendor, because
I got this easy.
420 can.
I got this easy.
Is this
can fly
space or planetary?
Planetary.
Okay.
Anything you want to do?
Oh,
sir?
You just crushed it.
Yeah, he's got it. No problemo. Come at us with that dark side point.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I said duck side point for a minute. Duck side?
Dark side.
Quack, quack, bitch.
That's really-
I'm gonna come back next week dressed as a duck.
That was a really good roll. Okay.
Duck
He's just
Lord
like-
of the Sith.
So
I need someone to make fan art of Obi-Wan Kenobi fighting a giant duck.
Duck Vader.
I'm the
He's got to fight Duck Vader.
so you land the ship. You watch Mathis Fitz hadn't seen this ship yet. He didn't know exactly what the ship was. He just like, oh, we've got a ship. It's got all the stuff on it. We got to land it here. And you're like, okay. There wasn't a lot of communication back and forth. That's what it was. So when you see exactly what ship it is coming in, you're like, holy mother, that is big.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
huge.
the winter.
Oh, you did tell him that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So you knew, and you see this thing, and it's landing deftly. It lands deftly. As a matter of fact, it lands deftly over the exact area where you kind of like slid into the building. So it's one of those like, almost showing off. If it wasn't for the fact that 420 doesn't know how to show off, and he just is that good by accident.
Tokyo drifts.
Yeah. Right into the spot. And he lands definitely right where it was that you had beforehand. So you guys landing there, looking around, trying to see where the ship is, and one of the crew was just like, a ship there crashed to that building. And looking through.
Yeah, I think we might know who that is.
Mm-hmm. And so proceed.
Proceed with what?
You guys go to Fitz.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're out of the ship. I'm
I
like,
I imagine you go and speak to him about this. So
Yeah, when he opens his ship, Warbo's like, it's been days since you've taken a shower. You smell
hey man, we
the
have a
smell.
sonic shower in this ship, all right? Come on.
Yeah, but you have low power, bro. Low.
I'm like, to be fair, you kind of do smell a little bit. Are you holding up? How are you holding up?
Well, I didn't have any money, so I had to stay in the ship.
You couldn't, you can repair things. Why didn't you just make money?
This is gonna take a lot of time.
I look around and I'm like, yeah, probably some money. Probably some creds as well.
Yeah.
Warbo
Well,
just cracks
you've
up
been here,
laughing.
how long have you been here?
Days. It's been days.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, he's just like, I've been here for days. Where have you been?
We had a minor detour. Someone might have astracated us in the wrong place. Not me.
Okay,
But
good.
got
Well,
ourselves back on track.
I had to convince these people that we weren't, or I wasn't part of the Empire, so I don't know who you're supposed to be talking to, but let's get this stuff sorted out.
Okay. I'm like, well, let's get.
I point to the elevator and start walking, like, down there.
Yeah, because we need to deliver the supply.
Yep.
So I guess like that's gonna be our next objective.
Wait, so you were just hanging outside of the elevator shaft? You were like a space. Yeah, you were a space hobo.
I was
Yeah.
for a little while.
Elevator shaft where there's a perfectly good city. You're like, no, I'm gonna stay in my half.
I don't have any money.
You don't need money. Just walk around.
So
Take some-
I was wondering actually if Noreen knows anything about the Snivian, and if she like knows their language or anything of that sort. Or would I need to roll like education or something for that?
Okay, so about the peoples themselves, it's they're an outer rim race, but they're very, very well known of and talked about very often in the core worlds because of the artwork that they create and provide. They're often seen at like art galleries, people that are produce some amazing stuff. So they're not unusual to you. That's my long way of spelling out. It's only a 2 die, but I'm sorry. That's what it is I'm looking for.
Yeah,
So
why didn't you repair stuff for money?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Xenologies know about them.
Okay, xenology. Okay, let's see. No.
Yeah, that's a fail, but with advantage. So about the xenology, you do not know very much. And then what was the other question you were asking about them? It was about their species and whether or not you know the language.
Yeah, language.
Roll an education for me, but you can add a blue die because of that advantage.
Do I do that on my side?
What, light side? Sure.
No, do I do that on my side?
Oh, no, I added the blue die for you.
Okay. All right, ready, go. Ooh, I'll take the 2 stress.
Okay.
Also,
And-
do we replenish stress? at all? Like, did I replenish stress?
Whenever you like long rest or sleep overnight or whatever it is, yeah.
So we did, right?
Yeah.
We're fine.
All right, perfect. Then.
So, you wouldn't be able to necessarily speak their full language. It's a long and complicated language. But one of the things that you can do is when you speak basic to them, you speak them with their accent. You know what I mean? Which kind of like it's showing respect to them. One of the reasons why they never moved beyond and being able to speak basic as well as it did, part of it was physiology. The other part of it is they like love their language. It's a beautiful language, and culturally for them, the idea of moving past it is just nothing that they have any interest of doing whatsoever. So they've always, for the entire time they've been part of the greater galactic culture, they've made that their primary language, which has given them this accent, right? As opposed to making basic their primary and just speaking the other one, but maybe to each other or whatever the case may be. So you're able to use the accent, which is kind of like an honorable thing to them. And like a handful of words, like polite phrases, like a hello, goodbye, thank you, please, things like that, that would also kind of assist you in speaking with them. So
All right.
you guys make your way into the elevator, you press the button, and you start dropping down.
I'm kind of like, I want to know what Fitz can break down for us, like who he knows so far and like what he's learned from them.
Let's break that down for her.
Yeah.
What I can fix?
Yeah.
That's not what
What
you
have
said.
you done while you're here for days? For days.
If I was fixing things for days, I was on the ship trying to fix things.
She said, who do you know so far and what you've done?
Oh,
and what
no
you've
one.
learned?
I met one man and a couple security guards. They questioned if I was part of the Empire, and that was the end of it.
Well, I guess it could be worse.
And so you guys make your way all the way down there. Now, as you guys are making your way down, once again, outside the elevator shaft, there is that beautiful image, the story being told. It's a different telling than you're familiar with, but Nareem knows this story. She remembers reading it or hearing about it in her childhood. And so once again, she actually, the story speaks to her in like a beautiful way. Both 420 and Werbo see the story as well. Werbo also has an emotional reaction to it. It doesn't have to be overt from any of you, because it speaks to you in the pictographs. 420 just sees the markings on the wall, and
I think Nareem would like
Make
maybe
pictures.
tell the story, like explain it, like, if she thinks that people don't understand it. I don't know if did Fitz have an emotional reaction to it at all?
I mean,
Yeah.
a little bit, but not much.
Okay.
she
But
Yeah.
his
busts a little
backstory
lap harp.
beating.
So you guys, you tell the story, elaborate. After he's like, nothing. I stayed up there. I don't have money. I talked to two people. Nothing. You're just kind of like moments go by of silence, and you're like, oh, I know this story, and you kind of fill it with that. You guys get to the bottom. The doors open up, and when you go opening, they look at you guys, and they're like, oh, do you have your? One of them kind of like takes a look at Werbo, and it's like, oh.
I see his reaction and I'm like, I say hello in their language, and then since I don't know the rest, I kind of like use their accent, and I'm like, we do have papers, because me and 420 made papers.
Mhm.
So I guess I do have some identification with us, right?
Yeah.
So I present the identification that we forged.
So yeah. So they don't even ask for identification. They're just kind of like, oh, are you? And you just kind of step forward and just kind of jump right into it and what you're doing. And so they take the papers, like, yeah, of course. And they look through, and it's good to go. And they're looking up at Werbo, and then they reach over for Fitz's paperwork, and they check Fitz's paperwork. And they're like, oh yeah, it all checks out, and you can go. And you guys are all, or except for maybe 420, you guys are all have enough wherewithal to realize that they checked the three of your papers and just kind of like tossing glances at Werbo. We never even checked Werbo's papers. Maybe because they were distracted, intimidated, whatever the case may be. But the three of your papers were enough to get through at least this time.
Okay. I take the papers, put them back, and I guess we walk through.
You heard my description beforehand?
So when he was talking about this, I didn't know if you said Padme. Is that what you said? Is who
No.
they?
No.
Padme.
I was like, who's their leader? I was like, that's why I was like, what? I was very confused.
She's long dead.
Okay.
Long dead.
That's why I was like, what?
No. Yeah, no, not Padme.
So just so you know, it's Katame is the
It's
name,
the name of the planet. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Katame Prime. So you did not get the name of who it is that you're supposed to meet with here. You actually have nothing other than Jay gave an order to what was it, Benton or whatever his name was, and
Yeah.
Martin, and that was the end of that. So
So when I was talking to the people on the ship and everything, they had no other information.
they were mercenaries hired to bring this stuff here, and then they were just waiting until it got picked up, and they were annoyed that it was taking so long.
One more thing. While we're on the ship, I'm sure I would probably ask like what kind of cargo is in there and maybe check it out. What are we bringing to them?
Armor, weapons, food, and other supplies like that. There's even parts there of larger battle droids to be assembled.
Okay. There's something bad going to happen. I guess that I'm just going to kind of look around. Do I see any buildings that look like there's like a focal point? Because obviously a lot of it's like artsy fartsy, but is there anything like that's like, here's where probably people are going if, I don't know, if they're looking for.
Mm-hmm. So one of the fun things about this place is this is a core world, and this is an outer rim world, and so knowing about the outer rim is very difficult. But in seeing like the way that their culture is, they're a very cultural species, at least in the latter part of their existence. They're very cultural species, so it has more of that core world feel to it, whereas things are designed in more of that artsy feeling as opposed to functionality feeling. So you can find an easy flow to it that works for you. But more than that, I mean, if you're looking for like a central building. So what I'm saying, Maggie, is it's easy for Nareem to pick her way through the areas, but you're still underground. There's still tunnels, there's still stuff like that. For you to find out, I'm looking for like, say, an official building for people that run this establishment.
Yeah.
You go to the terminal and look it up.
Okay.
You don't have to roll anything.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I'm going to do that.
Okay. So you go over, you find out where it is that people would be running this stuff, and you make your way towards it using whatever transit that they may have.
And while we're going, I'm just going to kind of talk to Fitz and Morbo and kind of explain, like, I think something bad's going to happen here. And we're going to have to gear people up. Basically, in the ship, there's just a bunch of armor, weaponry. There's even some massive droids in there. So
you guys are, so everybody just kind of absorbs that. And I imagine by massive droids, you're referring to 420, of course, right? You guys
are a massive droid.
You guys make your way to wherever it is that this building is, using the transits to get there. Now, when you get to the building, you can see that this is a much fancier area. It's almost like a government district, so that the artwork is beautiful and imposing, and offers feelings of like awe and inspire that are awe and inspiring, whatever. And you kind of look out and you see that there are still other establishments here. So even though it's like the government section, there's still places where people can like go, and there's a tavern there and stuff like that. Cantina, and stuff like that. So you make your way into the region, and are you just trying to find anybody? Like, who exactly are you looking for? How are you going about this?
I guess I'll kind of like talk to some, I don't know. I guess that's what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. Kind of like talk to people and figure out who is in charge, like who would we be able to talk to, who's influential in the city.
So if you're just looking for somebody influential in the city, they drop a few names for you and gesture towards buildings and make it very easy for you to find out the influential people in the city. Okay. So you kind of pick one of those out of a hat and make your way over towards that location, and you go walking up to the building, ask to speak with the person. Who are you? Do you have identification? Because you're speaking with one of you're an outsider speaking with. Oh, yep, it's there. And they set a meeting for you for, say, later on in the day. And you just have time to kill between now and then. I imagine this is something that you guys want to do, so we can just flash forward to later on. Jesse, you look like...
I don't know, does Warbo want to do some art?
We're underground. I mean, Warbo would appreciate the art that's there and stop and, like, while you're asking people questions, look around and check out all the artwork. But I don't know that there's any flora around for him to mess with and create his own artwork, because we're deep underground, right? So unless I want to make some shroom art, I don't know that there's anything. So if anything, I'm very reflective on the artwork. That I
love shroom art.
So is this shroom art? Is that when you like space them around the pepperoni on the pizza before you get high as?
That is an art. How dare you claim it not to be? That is, pizza making is an art, sir.
It's true. You know how many uneven pizzas there are in the world? A lot.
Far too many.
Nothing like pepperoni and magic mushroom pizza. So you guys make your like Robo, drugs on his mind.
How dare you? How dare you?
So you eventually flash forward to the meeting with this person. Their name is Fleck. Her name is Fleck. Their names tend to have like a lot of hard sounds to them at the tail ends of the name. So her name is Fleck, and you meet with her. When she comes in, you give the warm hello. She gives the warm greeting backwards, and she says, "You are an unusual group of people to be asking to speak with me. I don't know any of you. What is this regard?"
We have an unusual situation. I like explain that I'm Nareem, and then I kind of introduce my companions. It's Warbo and 420.
Pleasure.
We don't come bearing good news.
Oh.
It appears that, and then I kind of struggle to like explain, but like try to be conscious of like her reactions as she's reacting to this. But I explain that like we came into a situation where we were trying to help bring supplies here, that there's possibly an attack that the Empire is planning, and so on and so forth.
There's an attack that the Empire is planning, and you're delivering supplies?
No, I meant like that we're delivering supplies to
for them,
for them to protect. Yeah.
No, she understood that. She's like, I know of no impending attack, and I sit on. Have the supplies already been delivered?
We have them.
Here.
Yes.
Why are we always so open with people? Oh my God. One of these days are going to be like, excellent. Guards.
and that's exactly, she's like,
we got a ship full of drugs.
Yeah, we got all sorts of weapons on a ship back over there. Right over there. That's the one right there.
You want to see them?
What kind of supplies did you bring to fight against this Imperial attack?
Does she seem like she is not like worried about it? That she might, can I like gauge what her, like, do I have some way to like figure out insight? I don't know this game.
She's I can just tell you, she's taken aback. She's completely taken aback by how, by like what it is that you're saying, like the Imperial, the Empire is going to come and attack us, and you're dropping off supplies for us to defend ourselves. I happen to be a government official, and I have no clue what you're talking about. But like, it's one of those things like, this must be some sort of nutter or a fanatic. She doesn't know what you're talking about. So she's like, and what kind of supplies are these?
I kind of just, I'm like, food, things that will help you, and just like food, armor. That's it. That's all.
Armor.
Food and armor.
Food armor. Mm-hmm. Apples have been shaped into armor.
Food and armor.
And which trade corporation do you work for?
Yeah, this is going to be the rough part. Is because I don't like my thing out of character is like I don't know anything, and I also don't like know how to use any of my abilities or anything in this game.
Up too.
Yeah. You can make something up, but the honest answer is none.
I think the main thing is that maybe I wouldn't have shared that much information.
It's too late now.
I just don't know.
It's too late now. You dug yourself into a hole.
It's because I personally don't know.
Mike's just laughing. Like, I'm gonna offer no assistance. I'm just gonna laugh.
Yeah.
You know what? All right, I'm Warbo. takes off his bandolier of grenades
No.
and he places it on the desk in front of her and points to it. He's like, "Ugh." He's like, we mess with them Empire. We're here to help you. That's what he says, but in Wookiee roars.
I guess I try to like translate for her, but like I translated it in a different way. I'm like, what he's trying to say is, we're here to help, and if you're not the right person to talk to, then maybe I should be talking to somebody else.
Okay.
I'm not here to answer 20 questions. I'm here to help you, and there's something coming this way. And of course, if they're planning an attack, they're not going to be like, hey, we're planning an attack, we're coming for you. Of course you would not know of it.
She's just kind of like watches you explaining this and like kind of like building confidence as you go, playing off of Werbo's like, you know, like, hey, we're here to help you. And you're building confidence as you speak more. And she's like, all right, I will tell you this. There is a small faction of people that believe that the Empire is just out to control everything and everyone. And they believe that they're here to just dominate, and empires have risen and fallen, but they're wrong. That is not the case. They're not going to come and take over by force, and we don't even produce weapons or droids.
I kind of put my hand up and I'm like, when was the last time you left this planet?
It doesn't matter. I am very connected into the rest of the galaxy.
Well, maybe certain parts of the galaxy you haven't been in connection with, because we just came from, what was it?
Hijado.
Hijab, yeah. And I'm like, and it's not people are not surviving. Good people.
I'm sure they're great people that aren't surviving. I'm glad that you have our well-being in your mind. The Empire is not coming to attack. I think that you're mistaken, young lady, and I'm sorry that you've wasted your time.
Fitz crosses his arms and he like kind of like dead stares her and says, "Why? Because they're coming to peacefully take over with your guidance?"
Why are you starting shit now? Why is everyone starting shit? Oh my god!
And so now you accuse me of being a conspirator?
I assume. I'm guessing. You don't seem too worried about it. Why would we?
I think what he's trying to say is that you don't seem concerned at the least bit. You think that
we're on the far, far outer rim of the galaxy. We are left alone, and we leave others alone because we do beautiful things that enhance the rest of the galaxy. It's not all about war and chaos. It's not all about. I mean, I've heard ridiculous stories of machines that can blow up planets and of massacres, but I've heard these stories before this Empire, and I'll hear them after it's gone. And sorry, and my children will hear them after it's gone.
I guess I'm. I wonder if she knows about the planet that got destroyed.
She just said she heard about a machine about.
Yeah.
Hey, Fitzgerald's like, have it your way. We can just go.
I'm just like, calm down, Fitz. Maybe she's not the right person to be talking to. And I kind of try to politely just excuse ourselves and mention that we're going to be looking for somebody else to help us if you're not willing to.
Mm-hmm. And I wish you the best of luck in all of your endeavors.
Can I gauge if she's like telling the truth? If she's, I don't know. I feel like something feels off about her.
Yes. I think it's vigilance to see whether or not somebody's lying. It is deception versus vigilance. So you can roll vigilance. 1 second. You can roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Success.
She's definitely keeping something to herself. You don't know what it is or whatever, but she's definitely not being completely open with you with whatever.
As I'm turning around, I like look back and I look at Fitz because I'm like, you know what, Fitz, you make a good point. And I am going to kind of come up to her aggressively and be a little bit more like, are you working for the Empire?
So you come at her aggressively. Okay. This is going to be a coercion check. Oh, man.
Keep control of your little dog, Werbo!
Wow. Can't believe you are just out of control, Maggie. You're out of control.
And it's a charm. Did you
Yeah.
already put your things in there?
Is that going to be an upgrade or a downgrade to me?
I guess a downgrade to you.
So you're going to counter what I had put in for myself. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. It is going to be a coercion. You are now threatening.
Oh, coercion. Okay. And
You succeed.
and
Wow,
and
you
I'll
succeed.
I'll take it.
That's
Okay.
a good get.
So you go coming at her aggressively, like just kind of like coming really close and getting in her face, maybe hand on the blaster, though not drawing it by any means. She's not usually that aggressive. However, it is that Marine would come off very aggressively. Feel free to describe it if you'd like, Maggie. But what was it that you said?
Yeah, so I like turn around and I'm actually going, yeah, kind of very similar to that. I was planning on taking my weapon out, but I feel like maybe yeah, I'm going to take my weapon out.
Yeah, please. So you take your weapon out. You gotta go going at her. Maybe even press it into her side as you ask this.
Mostly just like pointing it at her. I'm not gonna like
Sure.
touch her with it yet.
And what exactly do you say again?
I said, "Are you working for the Empire?"
What is it? I'm not working for the Empire. I'm not working for the Empire. Okay. I just think that
Well,
group-
I don't want to hear any more excuses, and I don't want to hear about your theory on what is going on in the
Jock
world.
and his
You have
fanatics.
not been there. We have. I've seen people die.
And
My friends around me have had to kill people to make sure that your people are safe.
Hell,
Do you not see what's going on?
Kramer's
We're not
like,
here to
hell.
joke. This is not, a funny ploy.
listen,
People are in danger.
the only one in danger here is you, because you have pulled a blaster out on an official. Now listen, I don't buy into Jock and his fanatics' ridiculous ideals that we need to be completely integrated into the rest of the galaxy. We are perfectly fine.
Wait,
by
what,
ourselves.
who?
Jock.
Hey, that's
That's
Jay.
who I'm here for.
Jay.
That's Jay. I'm looking for Jay.
Then you're looking for Jock. If that's who you think you're looking for Jock.
Where can I find him?
He is.
I put my weapon down. As soon as she says that name.
He's in a different one of the buildings. He's, kind of gives you direction off to where he is. He's like, but never mind. I'm never going to warn you. You are a lunatic. You are just as crazy as he is. And you know what? I hope you enjoy the amount of time that you spend in prison.
I actually completely calm down and do a 360 on her, and I completely apologize. Probably 10 or 20 times over. And,
do a 360 and walk away.
and just really hope that she forgives us, and kind of letting her know that really I'm not that type of person, and I did not mean any offense to her whatsoever at all.
Most of the time that you speak, she just looks at you like she can't even believe the fact that you're trying to backpedal in any way whatsoever. And when you're finally done, with your apology, she's just like, ha, not even buying it at all. You just pulled out a gun on me. You're done. What?
And I mean, that's fine, but I'm just I'll make it up to you. I always do. And we leave.
Okay, you guys leave. And you guys are making your way, trying to go to where it was that she had suggested. However, along that path of getting there, you are encountered by guards you are encountered by guards that are just like, yep, that's the group over there. We need to go and that get them. Like they get coming at you. They're drawing out their rifles and coming towards you guys.
Can we just make our are they in front of us on our way to get to Jock, or?
So this is tunnels. Again, everything here is tunnels. So it's not like you can just jump over somebody's head or easily get through. But there are always many different avenues and paths.
Can I throw a grenade?
No, I'm not gonna let it throw a grenade.
I would like to throw a grenade.
No, I'm not gonna let them throw a grenade. This is a terrible idea. We're here to protect them, not kill them.
I'm throwing a grenade, not at them, but at the ceiling of the in front of them.
Okay.
So the passage will collapse.
Before you make that decision, Jesse, she had asked, "Is there a way to get around or whatever?" So you do see this and quickly looking to see if you can get down a side tunnel. You see down the side tunnel, there are a few more guards coming from that direction as well.
I throw 2 grenades, one at each of those guys, in order to cave in the passageways.
So you want to pull a grenade and hurl it past them.
No,
maybe you could tell. Maybe
I'm sorry.
we could have 420 do one side and you do the other, and then we book it down the middle.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Hell
that sounds
yeah.
badass. I like this. All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. We're not killing anybody, but we're getting away, and we're still. You get to blow
Unless
stuff
we
up.
accidentally
Cool.
kill someone.
Don't accidentally kill anybody.
You see one of them. You see Werbo reaching for a grenade, and
I'm like, stop, and he's like, "Brr," and he is pointing at the ceiling, and I'm like, actually, good point. 420. Throw your grenade up there. Fitz, we're gonna have to run.
Throwing grenade.
At the top. I point at where.
No.
I'm gonna follow their lead.
Oh,
Could you roll for me a light ranged weapon?
yes, I would love to. Also, I want to use a force point.
Do it.
Oh, hold on. In that case, Jesse, you could. Are you going to use one as well, Krenda, or no?
Mm-mm.
Jesse, you can roll your die roll first.
Okay.
And don't forget to press the button.
All right.
Nice.
I don't know what that means exactly.
Did he freeze? I'm just kidding.
Very stressful, and I using the force. All my ancestors, and I tree bent the earth around them.
He's inspired by all the art, and he just gracefully hits it perfectly, and it makes art. It makes a flower.
But it's not a success.
He failed.
Yeah, it's not a success.
Oh, you failed?
Yeah, again. Another goddamn failure with triumph. Hold on. Theodore, you make your roll now.
Let's do this. All right, light range, right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
People are gonna die.
No.
Yeah.
We threw grenades and we
I guess
put it.
Yes.
Oh no!
This is bad.
Dude, we're about to be in jail. I ain't going to jail.
I go in jail.
I ain't going to jail.
Oh, Jesus.
How many guards are coming from each side?
It was 4 from over there and 4 from over there.
4 and 4. That's ridiculous. Okay.
We have more grenades, though. You
Right,
can
yeah, no, they're dead though. It doesn't matter.
Maggie. I love peace. We have more grenades though.
Once you're committed.
I'm trying to figure out a way out of this.
You know what?
How long until the how long until the grenades go off?
Mathis.
What?
Mathis. It's 1 a.m. on the East Coast. Why don't we find out what happens next time?
Oh no. Wait, so I'm confused. Did they die? And also, I guess I don't understand when you roll.
We don't know what happened yet.
Next time,
When you roll 2 strain and a triumph, that means a failure?
Yeah,
Maggie,
because
there was 0 successes. That means a failure.
The success that the triumph would have given was counted by the failure he rolled on the red dice.
you can. Yeah, if you just look at the dice, you can see that it was canceled out. It's a triumph. Something awesome happens, but it's not a success. So there's something cool results from that, but I didn't blow up what I wanted to blow up. So
Gotcha.
So they may live. So we'll see.
look, we'll
My
find
guys
out.
won't.
But 420 failed.
Oh no, 4-0 probably blew up the grenade on us for all we know.
Yeah.
So I will say that maybe we should rename the show instead of The Forgotten to
The Arrested.
Triumphant Failure.
Yeah.
That's a
Happens
good
a
one.
So
lot.
that's the name of, the last ship we take off in at the very, very end is named Triumph.
I can
all
That's
right.
what we
pilot it.
name. That's what we name our Wayfarer ship.
As we go into the sunset, it's aboard the Triumphant Failure.
All right, well, we'll figure it out next week then, I guess. Thanks for watching, everybody.
I want to.
We'll have a week to figure out a way out of this shithole.
Oh my god.
We'll see what we can do. All right, anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll go around the room. People can tell you where people can find. I appreciate all the, it was a ton of different hosts and auto hosts today. I appreciate that, guys. Starting with Maggie. Maggie, where can people find you? What do you got going on this week, etc.? Etc.
You can find me over Margaret Crone and all the places. I'm doing things. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the stuffs. I'm there.
She's there.
Come check it out.
Sweet. Krendor, what you got going on this week? Where can people find you?
What up? How's it going?
What up?
I got a lot of stuff going on. If you want to follow me on Twitch, I'm gonna post a message in the chat. All right, there it is. All you gotta do is click on my name and click the follow button. You then follow me. Very easy, very simple. I play a lot of video games on twitch.tv/Krendor. I play Blood Bowl. I play League of Legends. I play a whole bunch of stuff. Variety's key. I also make YouTube stuff. You go to YouTube, check that out. I put up some videos today and yesterday. I do Hearthstone. I do WoW. I do non-Hearthstone and WoW. I uploaded my Donkey Kong 64 mega stream. You guys remember playing Donkey Kong and not beating it? Because I beat it for you. Watch my videos. It's great. I was like, I'm not going to save Scum. And then I saved Scum because I'm like, I'm not replaying this fight like 100 times. So, yeah, check that out. And then follow me on Twitter. Krendor.
That's beautifully done. I appreciate that. Jesse,
Thank you.
what do you got going on this week, man?
Hey everybody! Once again, had a ton of fun watching you guys make terrible choices. I am excited for next time to find out what happens. Just all the information in chat, but if you want to just Google Jesse Cox, I'm all over the place. So do that. Look up dirty photos I posted on the internet because they're there. Oh, they're there.
It's
You just gotta
Jesse
dig.
Cox dirty.
Oh, they're there.
Yeah, they are.
We were, what was it 2 weeks ago? We did that with Sam,
Damn it.
and it's like shirtless Sam pictures all over the
that was
internet.
a lot. And he was dancing. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like thrusting in his underwear in one of them.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Don't forget, guys. Send me pictures of nudes.
there's
And-
also a porn
Send me
star
all your
named
photos.
after you.
There's a what?
The porn star named
She has
after
3
you.
X's in her name.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
actually.
Total copier. You'll
Yeah,
never be as
big time
sexy as
copier.
all this.
Oh man, and Scott.
I'm here.
Yes, you are.
What do you do?
I do stuff with people and things. Okay, Krendor. What do you ask about these questions? Am I under arrest?
No, unfortunately, because
You ain't going to jail.
Hey, I ain't going. I ain't going, Krendor.
how it got to this craziness.
I know he had to answer 20 questions. Reem said it.
I just want to know
no,
what you do.
Twitter at Delrick. You can follow me there. Wednesdays and Thursday nights at Last Initiative. Here you can watch the shows, have the fun, all of that stuff. Other than that,
that's it. Sweet. And for me, you can find me here on Wednesday, Thursday nights. You can tweet the show directly at twitter.com/LostInKnitShow. There is some art of Werbo that got put up on the subreddit, so you can go check out the subreddit if you want. And for me, myself, you can find personal stuff at youtube.com/JudgeMathisGames and youtube.com/MathisGames. That's it. We'll be back next week for week 7. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good week. Bye-bye.